What's up guys, Duarte here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are back to talk about these guys, the two Eternals that we have coming to the game, and how big of a deal these guys are going to be. Because if you thought when Longshot and Shatterstar were released that they were on another level in terms of abilities, when Silver Surfer was released and you thought he was on another level of stats, well, these guys just double up on both of them and add those together. So it's like you have Silver Surfer times 2 multiplied by Longshot and Shatterstar. These guys are completely ridiculous, and in this video we are going to talk about exactly why. So like always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content and smash that like button. Okay, so yikes. So Eternals, Ikaris and Sersi. Let's take a look at their abilities once again, this time on my spreadsheet that I made for these guys, and the abilities are just ridiculous. Okay, let's fix here. Okay, so let's see exactly why the Eternals are going to break the game, and if you have the money, maybe why you should consider investing, because these two characters alone will change everything. And it's not only in terms of Dark Dimension and Arena. Of course, for those two they are going to be insanely good, but what in other game modes? What about raids? What about Alliance Wars? On Blitz it's obvious they can carry any 3 characters, so this will be a completely new team. But specifically about Alliance Wars, these guys are going to change everything, because you can drop them on any team and they will destroy any of the teams. Okay, so let's take a look at the stats, the abilities, and which teams these abilities counter, just looking at them. Okay, so Sersi, in terms of stats, this is without ISO 8, 600k HP, 28,000 damage, 17,000 armor, 12,000 focus, 12,000 resistance, and 18,000 focus. Insane stats, closer or higher than the characters that were just released. Now, in terms of the abilities, on the basic alone, she flips 2 positive effects, calls for assist Ikaris, and does 350% damage. Yikes. So if we are taking a look at her abilities, she can use the basic or the ultimate on the first turn. If we are facing Shield, Mercs, Marauders, Sinister Six, Symbiotes, and Infinity Watch, this ability is going to be extremely useful. You are going to be able to copy effects that the enemies have and flip them. So if you are facing, for example, the Shield team, you'll flip the effects on Nick Fury. Even that is 2, that's all that you need. On the Marauders, you can flip the taunt from Strife very, very easily. This without considering if she has Skirmisher, ISO 8 or not. This is, on the Strike Time team, they decided that was good suggestion to give Healer and Fortifier to her. Why? Skirmisher on this character is beyond ridiculous. You need a focus to flip this better, even that she has very high focus, 18,000 plus no, this is already into account, so 18,000 pretty good. But if you give her Skirmisher, she'll flip and she'll remove so many buffs more easily, and she always gets the assist, so we'll have triple tap. No, we are actually going to have the first penta tap, which is 5 times in one character. So yeah, you are facing Shield, you flip Nick Fury. You are facing the Mercs, you flip the taunt from Riot Guard. You are facing Marauders, you flip the taunt on Strife. No point. You are facing Symbiotes, they apply negative effects to you. then they use them to buff themselves, and then you flip them on them. RIP. And Infinity Watch, sometimes they have a lot of buffs, especially if you are in Arena, and you'll flip them and copy to yourself. So you can copy defense up, offense up, death proof, speed up, regens. You can copy and steal and flip all of that. So it's just, this team is just ridiculous. Oh, and I forgot to put here Black Order. Yes, Black Order. So these two characters alone will destroy this team like easy. Just on the basic, it flips the taunt from Call Obsidian. It's just ridiculous. Then on the special, we have a second turn, so it's important. Second turn stun, and we have calling two allies for assist. The allies can apply negative effects and barrier at least the two Eternals. This in Alliance Wars alone is already very powerful, because they start with a defense up, because they get the defense up on spawn here, defense up on spawn for themselves and or all Eternals. Pretty good, no? Very good. So what does it mean to have a second turn stun? You can stop Shang-Chi from doing his special that gives the speed up to the team, clears the negative effects, and so on. This will also keep Shang-Chi in place for him to destroy you. If you have seen my recent Adam Warlock or Infinity Watch team against Shang-Chi, you saw how easy it is to destroy them if you can keep that Shang-Chi under control. So this is going to be extremely powerful. Of course, with the barrier we have 30% more max health on top of the 600k, so she will have 800k buffer. Of course, this is without the Isolate buffs. And yeah, so against the new warriors you can stun the... what's her name? You can stun Dagger. Against the Marauders you can stun Mr. Sinister before he does the healing. Against the Sinister 6 you can stun Dr. Octopus before he does his ultimate, or you can stun Swarm before he does his ultimate. Against Fantastic Four you can stun Invisible Woman before she does her special, and against Shield you can stun Nick Fury before he spreads the buffs. And of course this goes the same for other teams. Like you are facing Black Order, you can stop Thanos or Ebony Maw from doing their ultimates, which is quite ridiculous. So two abilities in, and we can see that just Cersei alone can greatly disrupt many of the teams that we have in Alliance Wars. Let's continue. In terms of the ultimate, so clears 3 negative effects, does 450% damage to all enemies, and turn rewinds for 25%. Ridiculous. And she gives speed up to the entire team, even that they can get speed up on their own. It's just ridiculous. These characters, it's just beyond. And I don't know, they are completely going to disrupt the game, and I don't know if this is a good thing or not. But like I said in the other video, if you can wail harder, like you have to wail really hard, because if you don't get these characters right away, and if you don't gear them up, you'll fall behind quite fast. So clearing 3 negative effects and turn rewinding by 25% counters, symbiotes, new warriors, heroes for hire, Sinister Six, Marauders, Asgardians, if anyone still uses them, Mercs, Fantastic Four, Infinity Watch, Black Order as well. This is first turn. First turn you can use this ability. Turn rewind all the enemies, 25%. Clear any negative effects from some wild Carnage or Proxima Midnight or Thanos or whatever, and you still get those 2 regens to make sure that you are 100% max health. Then on her passive, if she goes below 40%, you can heal up to max health. On spawn, defense up. On turn, defense up for 2 turns. On turn, you get defense up for 2 turns. I don't understand the logic of this, but it's absurd. In 1 turn, you get defense up for 2 turns. In 1 turn, you get speed up for 2 turns. So this character will always have speed up. Always. On turn, steal 1 death proof from the enemies. Apply 1 death proof to a maximum of 5 death proofs. So you can get 5 fatal hits, and still you can heal up back to full health after this ability already activated. On turn, heals for 15% max health, because why not? You are stealing those death proofs and you are still healing for 15% max health. Gain 30% max health, gain 50% focus. So yes, so on top of this 600k you will get 30%, which is another 200k, so 800%, and then with a barrier you will have another 200k. So Cersei on her own will have around 1 million HP buffer, plus 25%, because why not? But this is only on Arena, so it's not relevant for the Alliance Wars. But this will counter Infinity Watch, Skill Military, Symbiotes, New Warriors, and many other teams that are slower or that use death proofs and have longer cooldowns. For example, Skill Military, they do some big damage and so on, but they will end up with their cooldowns spent, and any team that has higher mitigation, higher survivability, and higher regen will win on the late game. So as you can see, this is just Cersei. Now let's take a look at Ikaris. So his stats are not as impressive in terms of the HP. 460k without the ISO 8 buffs. He goes to 550k plus with the ISO 8 buffs. 32,000 damage, no problem. 25,000 armor, because why not? 25,000 armor plus defense up, because why not? Then 16,000 resistance and 8,000 focus only. Oh wait, because he gets 5,000 extra focus on his special and 500% focus on his ultimate, because why not? Now the recommendation ISO 8 for this guy is Striker and Skirmisher from the developers. Okay, the Striker is obvious, and this is how we can get the first in-game, I think, I'm not sure. First, maybe, Penta Tap, which means 5 attacks. But I think Raider could be a very good option for him. He has very, very high multiplier on his abilities, and they always multiple tap multiple enemies, because why not? Okay, so looking at his basic, triple tap for 200 plus piercing damage. If Cersei is an ally, calls for assist, allowing the first pentatap. Pentataps will disrupt the taunt from Strife. It will disrupt Heroes for Hire, Shield, and Mercs, because of the deflects that these teams rely on, and also Doom, because why not? This was something I forgot to mention. This stun, I think many people don't know. Yes, Doctor Doom is kinda immune to stun, but you can actually stun him and bypass the 50% barrier, and it will not trigger the 50% turn increase. It's something that you need to learn how to do, but it's possible, and if you know this trick, it will give you a huge advantage against Doctor Doom, teams with Doctor Doom. Maybe I'll do a video about that on how exactly to do it in the future. So yeah, Pentatap, give offense up to Cersei, because I mean she has solo stats, so why not? Or heal her up for 2 regens. Why not? Okay, so first pentatap of piercing damage. Then we have the special 420% to single target, but then 390% to adjacent targets. So yeah, not bad of a multiplier. But imagine if the enemy blocks, you do an additional attack for piercing damage. And then if they still block again, you do another additional attack, local. Local means adjacent allies. You'll attack up to 6 characters with 2 times 290% piercing. Characters and teams that have a lot of deflects: Sinister Six, Heroes for Hire, Shield, Marauders, Mercenaries, Asgardians, Secret Avengers, Doctor Doom. These teams will get completely wrecked with this guy, with Icarus. This might be one of the few characters that are worth to get to 700 stars, and I was considering using my gold promotion credits to get this guy, to get Omega Red at 6 red stars, but no way. Like with a character like this guy needs to go to 6 or 7 because he's just ridiculous. On top of that, steal death proof from one ally and give two death proofs to your eternal allies, or at least to himself and Cersei. And look at that, Cersei will assist and you'll do another basic with piercing damage, because why not? So you might end up with 800, 900, 1000, 1200 plus the basic from Cersei, which is for 350. So let's assume it's 200. So you might end up around 1500% damage on the single target, plus almost 1000 on allies. Of course, this is without counting the block, so minus 25%. But it's still pretty good. You can still count easy 500 plus piercing damage. Why not? So yeah, all these teams once again get completely smacked. Sinister Six, Heroes for Hire, Shield, Marauders, Mercenaries, Asgardians, Secret Avengers, any team with Doctor Doom, Brotherhood with Doctor Doom, with a blob, they get completely destroyed. Then we have his ultimate, because he was not powerful enough until now. 5 energy comes full. Attack all enemies for 400%. If you kill anything, repeat the attack. If Cersei is an ally, why would she not be an ally? I don't know. But if Cersei is an ally, flip all positive effects on the enemies. All of them. Don't forget you have 500% extra focus for this. Flip all positive effects on the enemies. Attack for 400% damage plus 70% piercing. Turn rewind the enemies for 25%, because why not? So keep the enemies on hold while you completely destroy them. But look at that, if you kill something, a minion even, a summon, a clone, you will attack again for 400% damage plus 70% piercing. Unavoidable. So you cannot dodge. And even if he is blind, you have no chance. You're gonna take this fart in the face and you'll get destroyed. And if it kills, it does it again. Which teams get destroyed by this ability? Shield, they have summons. Mercenaries, they have a few characters with low health, like Merc Lieutenant. He'll get completely destroyed by this, because you are removing all positive effects, defense sub deflects, and then you are destroying them for almost 500% damage. Marauders, they have the summon. Sinister Six, they have a summon, so double destroy, plus you flip all the regens on Dr. Octopus. Secret Avengers, they have summons, and they have a lot of buffs too. So Heroes for Hire, flip all those death proofs, deflects, defense ups, speed ups, flip all of them into their I'm not even going to say. Asgardians, because why not? Does still anyone uses Asgardians? Asgardians with mercs. Have you seen Hela together with the mercenaries? Now that team is completely useless. X-Men, because why not? You destroy Phoenix and you destroy the entire team at the same time. And Astonishing X-Men, because why not? Beast does the ultimate and you flip everything on their head and poof. And of course Doctor Doom, because he has a summon and yeah, you'll do 800% damage easy plus 140% piercing. Yeah. Eternals, am I right? And then Icarus still heals himself for 60%, not requiring any kind of healer. On spawn, gaining offense up, because why not? Why not giving this guy 50% more damage for 2 turns? Not only 1, 2 turns. Why not? If there is any ability block, remove it. If there is any negative effect, remove it. Not only from himself, but also from Cersei and also from another ally. So you are removing up to 3 negative effects from your team. 3 negative effects plus ability block, of course. If he's not stunned, give him defense up for 2 turns. Also give him speed up for 2 turns. If any enemy has that proof, steal it and give it to himself, even that you already are getting death proofs from the special. And this does not require the enemy to have death proof, by the way. On turn, heal for 15% max health, gain 30% armor, because why not? And gain 50% resistance, because why not? So with these buffs, we are removing the blind from the mercenaries, or the blinds, any kind of negative effects from marauders. If they have slows or blind or whatever, you are cleaning that up. Infinity Watch, the heal block, the offense down, the bleeds that Gamora applies, the ability block that Adam Warlock applies. Sinister Six, if they are applying offense down to you, you remove that. If they are applying Disrupt or something to you, you remove that, because why not? And Heroes for Hire, we can easily clear the heal block because of this. It clears the ability block and another negative effect, because why not? So yeah, the Eternals, they are completely busted. There is no other thing to say. If you have the money, like, if you care about this game, I think you should make a small investment of $1 million and get these guys maxed out. I'm going to open my red stars on the last day of each whenever each character is featured, to make sure I have the most red stars to open for these guys, and maybe get 2 offers, because these guys are definitely going to break the game. Not just on Arena, as you guys saw. These guys completely destroy Arena, Alliance Wars, Dark Dimension, Blitz, and whichever game mode will come in the future. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about the Eternals in the comments below. You think they are way too busted or not? You think it's fair that 2 characters alone, plug and play, 100% plug and play on any team, can destroy almost every team on Alliance Wars defense? Or are you scared for the future because the characters coming in the future might be even more busted? I don't think so. I think this is the most busted characters that you'll see for the next 3 months. But we'll see. So that's going to be the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you did, you know what to do. Smash that like button like a boss. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. See ya.